right, a new episode of Notes from my new office here in the parsonage of the Forest United Methodist Church, where I am now serving as senior pastor. So, something happened this past Saturday, August 6th. Texas Governor Rick Perry held a prayer event at Reliant Stadium in Houston, Texas, called The Response, where he implored America to pray. He invited all the other 49 governors of the states. He invited a lot of other religious officials, John Hagee amongst them, to come down to Texas and to pray for America. I think there is a problem. I've had others who say there's not really a problem, because I remember Jesus saying in Matthew chapter 6 verse 5 or chapter 5 verse 6, no, I can't remember which, but where he says that praying in public isn't necessarily the goal. It isn't the thing we should strive to. Our prayer, our time with God, our communion with God should be a personal spiritual expression rather than a grand public thing, because it could be construed as sort of, look at me, look at me. Now, one of my pastor friends asked me if I prayed in public, and I agree. But there's a difference between what I do to pray in public and what Rick Perry does to pray in public. He invited 50 other governors from 50 states, and it seems, that was my phone telling me I have a text message anyway, and it seems that he, this coming Saturday, will be announcing that he is running for president. So it seems to me that the timing is such that that you could construe his prayer event to be more of a public relations event. And that upsets me as a Christian, because our personal prayer life should be just that, personal. There's nothing wrong with corporate worship, as long as there's not someone who could be out front saying, look at me, this is what I'm doing, this is how spiritual I am, this is how good a Christian I am. So I encourage you through this episode of Notes from the Pastor's Office to look at that in your own life. Are you saying by your spiritual actions, your spiritual practices, look at me, or are you trying to glorify God? Because that's the point of it all anyway. Are we glorifying God by our spiritual pursuits, or are we trying to obtain some other goal? Look at that in your own personal life, and we'll see you on the next episode of Notes from the Pastor's Office.